Hello everyone, welcome back to Kozzie. How you doing today? Oh my god, it's another video. Color pencil portraits. I got color pencils and I'm making portraits. So sorry if there's noise in the background. I got my air conditioner on. It's okay. So today we find our piece by drawing with color pencils because that is all I can do about the current situations that I am in and the world is spread joy and love with the things that I can do. And this is what I'm doing today. I hope that you find something beneficial out of this video and that you can spread peace and happiness and love in the best way that you can also. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. This first portrait was actually supposed to be an Asian baby. And somehow I advanced the age of the baby from, 4, however old, to about 45. And it seems to be a thing that I do. I don't know why. So I put the hat on and the glasses. And I saw this real early in the sketch, so I just knew what I needed to do. And I went in with the marker to really pack that color into the hat so everyone knew what is that big ass circle around her head. And hopefully that makes sense now as you watch this going forward. One of the biggest issues I have with color pencils is I overwork it. I always do too much and I'm too heavy. I'm trying to practice my patience, as I said in the last video. So when I'm going through this, how much of the paper do I let come through? It gets that grainy look, and there's a perfect ratio where the grain to color pencil, it looks nice. It has that nice illustrative sketchy look, and I'm trying to do that. This first sketch, I was a bit heavy, especially because of the marker, but that's something I'm still working on. I want to avoid burnishing right away and allow the paper to breathe, because breathing is so important for the art. Now, if you really pack in color, I think that's okay as long as you have done the layering, because if you do the layering right, when you do that last burnish layer, it kind of mixes everything together and it looks real good. But that's not what I'm doing right now. We just doing sketches, so this is not something I'm even talking about any of that with. So this is good. It's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. We do need to worry about getting something out of this. In the next sketch, we got this young man and easy face. He had really easy features, real clear, distinct shapes that I could see. I thought it was easy to map out. But I think overall, this portrait ends up looking very unfinished. And I think that's because I was scared to go heavy. I could have also taken a colorless blender with an alcohol marker, Copic or something, and gone in to help blend it at the end. But I was just scared to go too far. So I think at this point, if I'm still trying something new and I'm still getting used to the flow of it, it's okay to stop too early and it be a little unfinished than to overdo it and not know what else to do. Because if it's unfinished, then I can look at it, I can study it, I can say, wow, okay, so I could have gone heavy here, maybe a little bit more layer in there. I can see what is to come of this if I were to continue doing it. And then I can apply that to the next sketch, as opposed to ruining this one. So it's okay that it's a bit unfinished as long as lessons were learned and I'm happy with the overall work, which I am. This is where I'm just, going in, layering, very careful with these dark colors. I'm just trying to make sure the hue matches here, that the colors are coordinated correctly. The darks are not too dark. I want contrast, but I don't want too much. I don't want too much. So I'm just taking my time here, trying to avoid it looking too scratchy, just letting the pencil go onto the surface of this paper. This is vellum Bristol board, and it's got kind of a texture to it, which makes it a little bit harder to burnish the paper if you're taking your time and you're layering. So that helps me. The kind of paper I'm using helps me. I do like smooth paper. I think it's easier to pack color in, but as I said, I'm trying to learn patience. So the vellum is where it's at right now. So the thing about colored pencils, and as I've said before, I do a lot of watercolor stuff. Watercolor or any paint, you can really kind of go in and just blot your way around details, and you get that abstract painterly look. If you want to achieve that with colored pencil, you got to draw the painterly effect. So you got to look at details differently, and you got to look at faces differently, anything differently. Like, how are you going to go about it? Because you're dealing with the pencil tip versus a paintbrush, and trying to avoid precision anxiety here, because it's easy to get so caught up in, oh, it doesn't look like this, or it's not whatever. You can overthink it way too early. You're not finished yet. You just got to follow it through. Sometimes you can have a sketch that look busted, but the second you allow yourself to just keep working on it and you relax and you just let it happen, it 10 times out of 10, that is always going to end up better than trying to force something and overthinking it and getting too worried about it. So anyway, I took my time. His hair, I could have packed the color in a little bit more, but I think the face looks good. I think the highlights are there. I think, you know, it looks cartoony, but that's my style. I'm not really trying to do accurate portraits. I'm just trying to have fun and use colors in a fun way. I want art to look arty. I don't want art to look like a photograph. If I want a photograph, I'll take a photograph. So, and that's just my style. If you like to do hyper realistic shit, that's cool. I see people do it all the time. I think it's real neat, but I'm just trying to have fun with these colors and get my money's worth out these colored pencils, because I'd hate to have bought all of these and they just sit around doing nothing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, short and sweet to the point, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay beautiful, stay true, stay you, and above all else, stay cozy. I'll see you next time. Peace.